Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Phoenix, and today I'm going to be using my voice and doing a review on the Gravedigger. And today we're going to be playing some World of Tanks Blitz. I'm going to show you a review on the Gravedigger, and this is one of the tanks that I think people underestimate, and it's one of my favorite tanks in Tier 7, and it's one of my most played Tier 7 heavy tank. Now, going into the statistics, I think, dude, sorry, my so shit. But we're going to go into statistics, and we're going to look on the review on this tank. So, HP, 1,550, probably the most at Tier 7. View range, 276, that's pretty good. Firepower, it's got I think it's a 6-shell magazine, no, not auto-reloaded, but I think it's what's it called now? Auto-loader, that's it. I don't know why it took me so hard. But if I'm going to be honest, the Gravedigger has lost its power. And it's lost its power against the Tier 6 and the Tier 7 because now there's a new premium going around in Tier 7, and we all know that what premium that is, and that's the Annihilator and the Smasher. Now these two have 200% taken the Gravedigger's throne, I would say, because before the Annihilator came out, Gravedigger was probably one of the most feared Tier 7 tanks along with the Smasher, because I think the Gravedigger is really underestimated. Tier 6 cannot pen the Gravedigger at all, and neither can the Tier 7. Well, Tier 7 has a chance against a bottom plate, but if I'm going to be honest, if we look in the armor profile just for a second, if we're going to look at the bottom plate, and we're going to have to keep it in mind that the spikes or whatever will be here, and it covers a bit of the bottom plate, so only this part here will actually be showing. This part I'm looking at right now, this part would only be showing. So the bottom plate is actually kind of non-existent, and it's actually kind of easy to hide that bottom plate if you... And I'm gonna have to say that the only weak spot you should worry about is here, these cheeks here, which are 181 millimeters. Looks like, yeah, 180 millimeters on the cheeks. But if you can put the what's it called? What's the thing? I'm trying to think, guys. What the ability is to make your armor a bit stronger by 10%. It is called defense system. I think that's no, it's enhanced armor. But if you equip the enhanced armor, you get 100. I believe it's 190 millimeters on the cheeks. So I guess if you could, I equip enhanced armor on my Gravedigger just because I want to improve those armor cheeks, and I also want to improve that hull because the hull is massively strong. But you can be penned in that hull if you're just a little bit. If you go up on a hill backwards, and if any tier 8 heavy or any tier 7 can actually pen your hull if it's faced down like this, because it's flat, it's very flat, and it's only, if you backing up, you're only showing 200 millimeters, so you have to be careful when it comes to the Gravedigger. But I'm gonna have to say the tank is, I'm just gonna have to say it's very OP against Tier 6. In my opinion, it's broken. In Tier 6, it's broken. This is my opinion, by the way, guys. You can have your own opinion. I know Medsi says that the Gravedigger is a bit shit, but I'm just gonna have to say it's probably one of the best Tier 7s I know, along with the Annihilator and the Smasher, because the armor profile on this thing is just crazy, and it really is a Tier 7 mouse, if not better. And it's like it's like a VK90, because the VK90 is very armored, and it reminds me of this thing. And the Gravedigger is just amazing in every way, but I'm not going to say it's very, very good, because this is where the downside comes to it. The penetration is 170. I won't calibrated shells, so I increased that pen by, I believe it's 180 millimeters. And the damage is 90, but I say it comes with a auto loader, 6-clip auto loader with 0.7 seconds each shot, so you can get those shots out. But if you're gonna do, you can't do peekaboo. This tank is not made for doing peekaboo. Yeah, it's not made for it though. But because it's made for breaking the lines. This tank is made for breaking the lines because it has the armor, and the gun was actually not... If the gun was made to push forward, you're not meant to... even though you might not pen your shells, because I came up against Tiger 2s, not Tiger 2s, but, well, I did come up against them, but I came up mostly against Tiger 1s and Tiger Ps, and other tanks like that, or Tankenstein, or any tank in Tier 7 that's armored has a bottom plate that's pretty small. You're going to have to aim at that, and not all your shots are going to hit it, because the dispersion will increase every time you shoot, which I don't think it should be like that. I don't understand why the dispersion increases when it has a 90 average damage per shot. It shouldn't the dispersion shouldn't increase, but it does. So maybe Wargaming could maybe buff that, maybe give it a little buff, but I don't think it's necessary, because honestly, this tank is just amazing all in general. The stats going for it is just amazing. The statistics, this is, oh my god, I can't even say the word, but I'm just gonna say stats. But the weight is 75, one of the heaviest tier 7s, I think. Forward, it goes 36 miles per hour, backward 15, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good on the speed. The size is huge, though. This tank is huge. Like, you're going to be surprised how huge this thing is. Like, this thing is probably bigger, if not the same size of a VK100-01P. So it's a huge tank. It's a very huge tank. But all around, it's a beast. I love this tank. It's one of my favorite tanks. I wanted it for a while. I got this tank, actually, believe it or not, when the Smasher lockbox, I can't even fucking my English, guys, sorry, but when the Smasher lockboxes came out, I got the Smasher in the crates, which obviously I got very lucky for, and I probably spent around not much gold for it, so probably 2,500 gold. So I got very lucky, but then I got some, obviously, I didn't get the Smasher first try because I'm not that lucky, but I did get some parts for the Gravedigger and Tankenstein. So, I got a pop-up offer not so long ago, I think it was 2 months ago. I got a pop-up offer, oh my god, my guys, my English, you're gonna bully me. But I did get a pop-up offer for the Gravedigger. It came for, I think it was 5,000 gold. I can't really remember, sorry guys, but I think it was around 5,000 gold, or 6,500, I believe. And then the Tankenstein came for 5,000. But I just love this tank, and I'm really good. I got it at the time it came in the pop-up off. I'm really glad I did get it, because I've always wanted the tank. And I remember last year when I first started playing with my Blitz, the first tank I got was the SU-122-44, and I could not pen the Gravedigger. Like, it was the armor was mentally stupid. But we're gonna look in the armor profile right now, and I'm just gonna show you how, when I mean stupid armor, then you'll see how stupid this armor is. So we're gonna look at the top plate for first off. 320 millimeters at least, and it can be increased if you put the enhanced armor on. The bottom plate here, like where I'm poking the screen right now, is 270 millimeters. It can go, I think if you angle it, 240 millimeters. So I guess tier 8 could pen you with gold, but I still think it's a strong top plate. The bottom plate, however, yeah, everyone's going to go for you easily. I guess a stock comment would struggle, though. Like, I've seen a comment on this. A stock comment would struggle to pen you. But it's true. And the bottom plate here, this is where the spikes are. This is 196 millimeters. So that's a pretty decent armor. 196 millimeters. I don't think... Not many tier 7s will go... No, I actually don't think any tier 7s will go for that, except the Panther, Tiger 2... Well, I keep getting mixed with my Tiger 2s. They're not in tier 7. But Tiger 1 and Tiger P will always go through this... I think it's a plate. Yeah, it's a little solid little plate. And side scraping in this thing is... You're probably one of the best side scrapers in the game. And I'm going to explain to you why. You have this side plate here, this spaced armor here. It's very strong. You can see how strong it is. Like, 823 millimeters, I think it says. If you look at the purple, it says 823 millimeters. I'm not really a pro on World of Tanks Blitz. I don't know why it's 823 millimeters. You can obviously pen it with a tier 8 tank or any tier 8. I think you need above 100 and... I think you need above 190 millimeters of pen to be able to pen this plate. Or you can need less, I don't know. But if you're a smasher, you're going to struggle. You are very going to struggle, because you can't pen you can ban this turret with the heat, but it's still hard. Like if the turret, if you're gonna go for the turret, be careful because you could always like change his turret like that, and your heat's gonna bounce. But if you're a smasher, you're not gonna get through here with AP. You're not gonna get here through here with AP. You're only gonna get here through AP, and that's a small little place. And considering the Gravedigger is pretty fast for what it is, yeah, you're probably gonna miss. And the shell velocity on the Smasher is not good, so yeah, you probably are gonna miss. And the Smasher cannot pen here at all, so if you're a Smasher, I would advise you to not 1v1 a Gravedigger, because the chances of you winning is probably slim to none, because the Gravedigger has the armor, and I know Smasher has that deadly gun in tier 7, but the Gravedigger has the same gun and does the same damage altogether, because the Smasher will not be able to pen the Gravedigger with AP at the front. So yeah, the Smasher kind of fucks up there. But all around, the Gravedigger is just an amazing tank. It's one of my favorite tanks, always been one of my favorite tanks. When I first got it, I needed to learn how to play it because I struggled to play it. So yeah, so that's the downside to it. But honestly, guys, it's one of my favorite tanks. It's one of my favorite tanks. Always going to be one of my favorite tanks. And yeah, I'm going to show you a replay now of what the tank looks like, and then hopefully we can get you guys into a replay of the Gravedigger. I'll see you guys later. Jumping into a battle, guys, we are watching Pantofleet on Blitz. Many of you guys probably know him. He is a Blitz famous YouTuber. He's French, obviously, with a small baguette, and everyone knows who this guy is. Me and him are friends. We talk, and he allowed me to borrow this replay, so shout out to him. So we're gonna watch Pantofleet play the Gravedigger, and he's gonna push mid. Now, this is what I would do because he's top tier, because he has the power, and I think he's the only he's the only tier 7, so he's very lucky. And he's very lucky to be the only tier 7, because let's face it, the only tank I think that ARL could pen him if he has that gun. Does he have that gun? Yep, that the ARL is probably his biggest threat. So he's making a good decision to go for that ARL, but obviously we all know that ARL is, I think it's a bit OP because of its gun. It depends a bit too much. I think the pen's a bit too much for it. But yeah, we're watching Pantofleet, and he's going on the hill. Now, he's going to get some shots into that SU. I think he misses some, and this is what I mean by the gun not be able to hit most of its shots, and you're not going to be able to make that 560 clip damage because you just can't get all those shots out. And the only time you get those shots out is if you go really close, and you have to get very close just to get those shells out. I think he's going to get a nice little clip there. Yeah, he's going to miss some, but he gets, I think that's around 400 damage, I would say. He got around there, but you could easily just do that with a Lupus or anything like that. Just does one shot, and then you already got the 400 damage. So he's going to go on the KV2. I wouldn't say go for the KV2 because it's not really a threat, because it can't really do anything against the Gravedigger. I mean, the KV2 stands no chance against the Gravedigger, let's just be honest. But I would say his biggest threat here is the ARL, but he may as well just go for the KV2 because he is kind of a threat to his teammate, but it's no threat to him. So the KV2, I think he's going to die any second now. He's going to reload, and he's going to be dead. So there goes KV2's turret. He's dead now, and he focused on the ARL, and that's what I would have done. The ARL is a very dangerous target. It's very stupid for its pen. It shouldn't have its pen what it has, but it does, so I think it should be nerfed. But so he's going to go on the KV2 again, which surprises me. I'd have thought he would have gone for the ARL again, but never mind. He's going to go for that KV2, taking him out. Nice. Very juicy, and both of the KV2s are dead now. I think that was a platoon. I'm not gonna lie, I think that was a platoon. So his VK, his teammate, the VK, I think he's a bit struggling. Not gonna lie, I think he soon dies because he's on low hit points. He's been penetrated a lot, so that's a bad thing for him. But he's doing very well. Pantofleet's doing very well. He's got all the hit points. He's only been penned once by the ARL, but he's doing very good. And he's gonna get, he gets all this clip into that, I do not know what that thing's called, but he gets his clip into that. So now I think the SU is a 1 clip as well. I think I remember it being a 1 clip. I think it is, yeah. So he's gonna push to that SU, I think, whilst he has the time, because the VK's just got focused. So now he has time to get that SU, but the SU is just gonna run away. So I don't think he's gonna have time to get that clip out. So, but I think he's just gonna risk it. Now the SU made a big mistake. Why would he do that? Like, what the hell, dude? Why would you do that? Like, why would you show your ass to a grave digger? I mean, what the fuck was that? But he's gonna get those two killed. They were a bit of dummies, not gonna lie. And then obviously the Pantera gets ripped apart. Let's call that Pantera, guys. Do not bully me. But that was an amazing game. And for Pantera